Take cam on and go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Dead Beats, the amazing podcast where we smash or pass different music genres. On today's menu, we have our tiers. Okay, not great, but okay. Meh, trash, my ears are bleeding, dog shit, near-death experience, and of course, it's country. Now, our tiers, we have a wonderful lineup. Not really, though, because it's trash music. Get it? So, the dead beats for today are ska, hair metal, pop punk, emo, indie, disco, EDM, mumble rap, boy bands, and of course, everybody's favorite, country. So, what are your thoughts on all of these tiers?
Well, tell you the truth, I like them all.
You like them all?
You look at my Apple Music library, you'll find all those genres.
Even country.
Oh,
Even country.
Country's the most, I think.
The most? Well, what is wrong with you? No. We gotta fix that. Like, delete it all right now.
Nah, man, my country, it just pumps me. For the gym, I can be sad, I can be happy, I can be,
Not with country music.
It's like a tequila bottle. You give someone a tequila bottle, they can drink it if they're sad, happy, just don't know what to do.
Well, tequila's supposed to make you happy, and when I'm listening to country music,
they're like, yeah, man.
It makes me feel crappy. I mean, I don't feel happy. Boy bands, that's kind of interesting. I mean, I want to eat that way,
Nah, but not that kind of country. Like cowboy country,
Cowboy country?
Yeah.
Like that southern twang country?
Like,
bleh. So gross.
My
Disco,
buckles, man.
we could get some Beatz going, staying alive.
Well.
It's better than country.
Disco is a good
Disco is...
EDM. Both of them combined are another
Disco
level.
EDM?
Yep.
All right, let's go.
And
Ranking.
sometimes
Okay.
Indie combined with EDM, EDM sometimes goes all the way to, combining different types of genres, but
What would you
EDM,
place them, though?
indie.
Where would you place ska? What are your thoughts on ska? Based on our tiers, what do you think ska is?
When it's raining, maybe.
When it's raining?
You can, put some ska in your car,
You see,
just, relax.
ska's all right, but I think ska is actually, I think that it's it's a bit trash.
Nah.
So ska's gonna go to trash. It's bad. Makes me feel gross.
Well,
I listen to ska when I'm taking out the trash because it fits the vibe. And that's where it belongs. It belongs nowhere but in the trash.
what vibe do you get when you go to the recycling box?
Hair metal? Hair metal, though. Hair metal.
Oh my goodness.
Let me think about some hair metal here. When I think of hair metal, I think about a couple of things. And enjoyment is not one of them. But it does remind me of that near-death experience I had at one of the concerts. Woo! Near-death experience. My body couldn't handle it. It's just I had this allergic reaction to it. I nearly died. It just the music, like my head expanded because of how bad it was.
Been there, and
You've
never
been
gonna do
there.
it
You've
again.
been your head expanded.
Dude, I went to a concert once where literally I could not take it anymore, and I was just
You couldn't take it, guys.
man, I need to get out of here right now. I'm not losing any more minutes of my life anymore. Brain cells processing this music. I'm leaving.
So it's a near-death experience because you lose brain cells.
Yeah.
You lose it. You can't pick them back up.
No, they're like neurons. Once you lose them, you have to start reading again to.
What
to get them
about
back.
what about pop punk? What do we think about pop punk? We got that Blink-182. We got like Green Day in there.
Reference your shirt.
I would say,
You know-
maybe, when you're in the car with, different kinds of personalities.
Different kinds. You see,
Yeah.
if you actually look at my shirt, it says I fell in love with the girl at the rock show. Got the Blink-182
Yeah,
shirt.
okay.
So doesn't mean it's a good genre, obviously. In fact, it's I don't know what it is. I mean,
I think it
pop
can
punk
fit-
is like I'd say it's
Yeah.
I'd say it's okay.
Whoa.
It's not great, but it's okay.
Damn.
It
You can. say
My
that actually
goodness,
before,
no.
and secretly
Wait.
are shaming it 'cause of
You
the
gotta
show.
maybe take a little bit maybe lower.
a little lower. Where do you think?
I would say meh would be,
You think meh?
just right.
Well, I have some words for you. This is my show, and
I
on
was
my
gonna say
show,
that.
we put it where I put it because this is my show.
All right,
So
all right.
you're just my guest. You're just here for to fill in a void, as my other co-host is. He's away on a trip. I think he's actually having a near-death experience at a hair metal concert right now.
Damn.
So I'm here with what is your name and degree?
David Yan, David Yan Music Production.
Hey, my name is Julian Ross. I work in social media here at Full Sail.
I'm Joshua. Yeah. I am a lab specialist in the music production programs.
Malhar Ramchan. Computer animation.
Yasmira Lopez from the Computer Animation Program.
My name is Gabriel Bronco. My degree is film.
That's cool. So what is your favorite genre of music?
Heavy metal, metalcore.
Metalcore. That's pretty good.
I listen to a lot of like 2000s indie rock, indie pop, alt rock, that sort of area. A lot of Vampire Weekend and Two Door Cinema Club, stuff like that.
Introspective music. I like a ton of different colors of genres, but I really am specific about the topic matter.
Well, if you ask me, I'd have to say classical, because it always works with old films and even modern ones now, because how easily you can integrate them into anything, whether it's incidental or something intense to the score, or something somber or something happy.
I have an artist I listen to. I'm not sure of what his genre is. His name is NF. It's very soulful rap music, or something similar to Billie Eilish's sort of sad, gloomy, hopeful. I like to listen to those varied genres. There are times where I'll just listen to Minecraft music because it's just nice to listen to, especially if I need to get in the zone for something.
Ooh, that is a tough one, but also simultaneously an easy one. Definitely a lot of new metal, stuff like Linkin Park, Korn, Skillet. Also some heavy metal, stuff like Sabaton, Rammstein, stuff like that. And I'm not sure if this counts, but video game OSTs, I usually like to listen to a couple video game OSTs every once in a while.
Ooh, some of those interviews. I don't know what NF is. Probably stands for some not funny, something like that.
Probably.
No.
Not fun.
Let's move on to indie. What is indie? Is it Indian or
Nah, it's hippie. I would
like
say
what?
Hippie.
hippie?
Yeah.
Almost folk.
So you're saying that when I listen to indie music, I should be smoking a lot of weed or something? If I'm a hippie?
In a
Probably
barn.
2 joints, not 1.
In a barn?
Yeah.
Should I have a pitchfork with me too?
And a
I'm
banjo.
also chewing on a piece of wheat, and I got a banjo with me too.
Yep.
That's what
and
indie is?
maybe a tobacco,
Ooh.
a tobacco pouch on inside your
It-
your mouth.
And suspenders.
It's sounding a bit too much like a country. In fact, I think it is country, and that's bad. That's bad.
That's magnificent. man.
We also have disco, like we said earlier. I've heard some pretty good things about that song, by the way. Heard I could do a CPR to it. I guess if I wanted to save a person's life, I don't know how I'm gonna save a person's life if I'm doing this or doing the Macarena or whatever I'm doing.
Well,
So What do
just
you
take-
think?
take-
I'll let you get some input here. You know, I'm thinking it might be meh, but what do
I
you
mean,
think?
you know, when I think about disco, I think about, you know, like Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia?
Yeah.
Can you elaborate, please?
ABBA.
Gimme.
So when I heard you say that, no offense, but my ears actually started bleeding. So I think my ears are bleeding. So I think that's where a good place
No.
for disco. Next we have what is that? EDM. What is that? Is that
Jesus, man, that should be like
eat?
there should be another
Dominoes.
category on top.
What is the M for? Eat Domino's money. Eat Domino's money. You got to eat the money from Domino's, like the pizza
Eat.
place. Is that what EDM is?
It's no, actually it says eat dick.
It's what? I don't think I follow here. I think
No, it
EDM
stands for electric.
it sounds like
What's the D
some like
for?
hospital thing. It sounds like I'm about to like
Electronic dance music.
I'm about to like start doing like chest compressions or something. It sounds like another disco thing.
Well,
EDM. You know, I think that might be a
top
another,
tier.
a top tier.
That should be like
A top tier?
yeah.
I'm thinking meh. It's all right. I guess
Well-
if I can like, if it can save a life, if I can do like chest compressions to it.
Oh yeah.
And of course,
It
it's always
saves
fun to
many
take
a
monies from pizza businesses. Next we have,
Bro, you gotta slow down. We need the interviews.
that
You're almost
one?
out. Let's go to the interview too.
let's go see what our next
Good
questions are in our
country.
interviews.
What do you vibe to on a daily the like maybe artists or kind of specific genres as well?
Geez, that's really just depends on the mood and the day. A lot of times, I mean, here lately I've been listening to a lot of Ice Nine Kills, Trivium, who else? Some older stuff from like Korn and whatnot, some Limp Bizkit. So
I'm listening to a lot of Joe Keery's newest album. He just released like an EP, maybe an LP. I don't know, but it's pretty good. I've got like 6 or 7 songs from there that are on my playlist right now. Yeah.
John Bellion just released a new track called Why featuring Luke Combs. I think that's a fantastic track. I'm super happy he's making music again. And yeah, that's definitely something people should check out.
Yeah, I'd probably say similar to like Minecraft music, but probably like the old music from the classic Thomas the Tank Engine, considering how catchy it is and how much it can just fit into any story. But how relaxing it is and how tense it can go. But I could probably say just a lot of old stuff as well.
I'm currently vibing to electric swing music. If you've ever heard of Bendy and the Ink Machine or some other electric swing songs, it's just really fun to vibe out to.
I just vibe with whatever. Like if it sound good, I just vibe with it more or less. Like it just gotta sound good.
He vibes with whatever. What does that mean?
Ask what is the best for a good vibe.
Wonder what the best for a good vibe is. Why don't we find out? Let's see what that means.
No, this is the get rid of. Ask Danny what his best vibe music is.
What do you think? What is your best vibe?
Really, I like them all.
Ugh,
You have to
You-
give me one.
you like them
You
all.
have to give me one specific.
Pick
genre.
one. Pick one right now. Out of all of these, pick one. I swear to God, if
It's my show and
that's,
you will tell
that's
me.
kind of hard. I have it between EDM and country.
between EDM and country, to keep me from having to go backstage and vomit, we're gonna say E EDM.
Copy that. All right, let's.
Man, you need
which
to
one
know
would
some
you go
Cody
with in
Johnson.
the questions.
Get rid of country. That
Oh,
sounds
no.
about right. And then I'm getting rid of EDM.
Oh no.
No. You made your
Never.
choice. You made your choice. Now
Never.
let's see what other people have to say.
Ready, GFX, and here we go.
Come
If
on,
you had
country.
to get rid of one genre
permanently, what would it be?
Polka.
Polka. Very interesting. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I don't like how every pop song seems to have gone a little country recently. Nothing wrong with country. I like a little Johnny Cash or something, but I feel like there's a lot of country influence right now in pop that I'd rather stay away from. I'm not usually a huge metal fan. I kind of just try to respect that there's an audience for it and that I'm not that audience, you know?
Yeah, I'd probably say obviously AI generated music because it's sloppy and stuff. But I mean, I'd say like a lot of like extremely like bass boosted music because the thing is, I mean, it can be good, but the thing is, it like really makes me shake and shiver a lot. But
When you come back from this,
and
let's
I'd say
go
like a lot of stuff like that doesn't work. But if it just doesn't vibe with me, I'll say it either gets boring. But even it's kind of hard to really pin down for me personally.
The thing I'm currently not vibing with would have to be the just a joke answer of the Pacer Fitness Gram test. That's literally the only thing I can say. We'll listen to everything. I don't really have an opinion on some of the stuff. I just grew up that way.
Just any boring pop music, more or less. Just like most of the newer stuff that that just like sounds like corporate made, something like that. Yeah, more or less just a lot of the newer stuff that just feels like
9,
corporate
8,
made.
7, 6, out to
Like
1.
just it's stuff that you never heard
5,
of,
4,
more or less.
2,
That's basically the stuff that I don't care for.
Talk about Dead Beats. I heard quite a few near-death experiences, people not liking their metal. I heard someone say polka. What is that? Is that like the Weird Al Yankovic guy? They're dog shit.
I mean, depends.
No. There is no depends. It's just dog shit. It is straight dog
Again, my show.
You know,
No.
what if you're maybe
No. You are not listening.
sad?
This is my show. My show. You are wrong. Guest wrong. That's why you are temporary co-host.
But thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here, though. I love you. So you'll be gone, okay? Security's getting you off the premises right after this, but I love that you're here. Please come back. Please give me good ratings. I love good ratings. Next we have hair metal and boy bands. Those are just near-death experiences. Like I said, you go to a concert and you nearly die. There's just nothing about it. And then that indie, whatever, and then country, of course. It's country. Can't.
You gotta love it.
No, you gotta love it.
You gotta love it.
The only thing I love is when it finally turns off and I can breathe again. I for a whole like 3 minutes, I'm over here like in the bathroom vomiting and crying. I'm in fetal position crying because it's so bad. I'm gonna cry.
All right, so what we're going to do is ready one, and then you're just going to do a sincere out. Ready
No,
one,
I mean,
and look at the camera.
country, you can play it like, you
Cut 'em
know,
off,
when you're
cut
on
'em
the
off.
road or
I
something.
can't.
You're
No,
done,
no.
you're done.
You've
When you're
had
on the
enough.
boat,
No.
Okay, look
You've
at the
had.
camera. Thanks for being
You
here.
know,
Thank you, everyone. Thanks so.
You're fixing something
Thank
on
you
your
so much for
house.
being here. Love all of you. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time on Dead Beats.
Ready, black? BK.
Out.
Fade to black. Or me.
You'll be gone, okay? Security's getting you off the premises right after this, but I love that you're here. Please come back. Please give me good ratings. I love good ratings. Next we have hair metal and boy bands. Those are just near-death experiences. Like I said, you go to a concert and you nearly die. There's just nothing about it. And then that indie, whatever, and then country, of course. It's country. Can't.
You gotta love it.
No, you gotta love it.
You gotta love it.
The only thing I love is when it finally turns off and I can breathe again. For a whole like 3 minutes, I'm over here like in the bathroom vomiting and crying. I'm in fetal position crying because it's so bad. I'm gonna cry.
All right, so what we're going to do is ready one, and then you're just going to do a sincere out. Ready
No,
one,
I mean,
and look at the camera.
country, you can play it like, you
Cut 'em
know,
off,
when you're
cut
on
'em
the
off.
road or
I
something.
can't.
You're
No,
done,
no.
you're done.
You've
When you're
had
on the
enough.
boat,
No.
Okay, look
You've
at the
had.
camera. Thanks for being
You
here.
know,
Thank you, everyone. Thanks so.
You're fixing something
Thank
on
you
your
so much for
house.
being here. Love all of you. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time on Dead Beats.
Ready, black? BK.
Out.
Fade to black. Or me. Fade to black. Or